Hi boys and girls, it's Miss Francis again for Library, and today we're going to be talking about the card catalog system. Some of you already know how to use it. Third grade, you don't know how to use it. This will be your first time doing it. So this is kind of just a review video about how to use it, and then I will give you your reading challenge as soon as we are done. So just a reminder, your website has all the information. Do not forget, I will update every Monday, and if there is an assignment, it is always going to be due by Friday, so don't forget that. And you can always email me at lvrennis@moqschool.org, and it is ready to go, so don't forget, all the information is right there on your website. So, today we're going to be talking about the card catalog system, and you're going to have links in your website to get you to the card catalog system. And the first screen you're going to see is this, and it's going to say Mary R. Queen School Library. You actually have to click on that in order to actually get into the card catalog. So before you do anything, you have to click on Mary R. Queen School Library. And this will bring up the card catalog system. And there are 5 ways to search, really 4. Don't search using series. That is so hard to keep track of. Sometimes books get published and they think they're going to be a huge hit or success, and they end up not publishing anymore because they're not. Or sometimes they publish a book thinking it's not going to do very well, and it turns out to be a huge hit, and so they publish more. So it's really hard to keep up with series, so I don't normally catalog using series. So if you have a choice or have a chance, don't use series to search for books. But we have 4 other really good ways. We have keyword, we have title, we have author, and we have subject. And we're going to go through those very quickly, and that way you can find books in the card catalog system. You can always email me, and you can pick up a book here at Mary R. Queen. I'll have your name on it, and it will be available to you if you want to check out a book from our library. So the first thing we're going to talk about is keyword, and keyword brings up the most amount of books. So for example, when I type in the word dogs, because I want to learn more about dogs, I want to find a book about dogs, and I click on this keyword button here, it's going to show us that we have 524 books about dogs. So that's a lot of books about dogs. When we do a keyword search, it brings up every single book that just mentions dogs in it. It might not even be about dogs, it just might mention dogs, and it will bring up that book. So we have 524. We also have over here 21 pages to go through, which we don't want to go through all 21 pages because that would take forever. So you can click on this button right here where it says show all, and it will take a second to load. You can see that it's spinning up there at our search results. And when it's done spinning, takes just a second because that's a lot of pages to load. When it's done spinning, you can just scroll down instead of clicking on each individual page. So we have a bunch of books right here, and we're just going to go with the very first book called Dogs. We're going to click right here on the title of the book, which is Dogs. We're going to read the little summary. This photo illustrated book is for early readers, and it tells how to take care of a pet dog. So if that's something that interests you, then this is something that you might want to check out from the library. You're going to have to click right up here on See All. See All will tell you if it's available. So right here it tells you, it says, yes, this book is available for checkout. And then over here is very important, because it tells you the call number. So you're going to have to write the whole call number. This is a nonfiction book, meaning it's real or informational. So you would put 636.7 MEI as your call number, and then you would put Dogs by Carrie Meister. So you would put that, and you could email that to me and say, Ms. Rennes, I really, really want this book, Dogs by Carrie. Here's the call number, and I know it's available. So I would pull that book for you, and I would put it in the office for your parents to pick up, and then you could get this nonfiction book about dogs. So how do I get back for another search? I click on Library Search, and that brings me back to my main catalog system right here. So we know that keyword brings up the most. Now we're going to go to subject, which is on the other side there. And subject talks about just books that are about that particular subject. So we're going to just stick with dogs. So we brought up a keyword search and we had 524 books. So when we do a subject search, there should be a lot less because these books talk specifically about dogs. So when we do that, we see now there's only 438 because these books are about dogs. Keyword search, they might just mention dogs, so they'll bring it up. Subject search are just about that particular subject, which is dogs. So we're going to just look at the very first one, which is Ember. And we're going to click on the title. Remember, that title gets underlined when you click on it, so you know that is where you go. And it says, after Ember is saved from a house fire, she is brought to the Sterling family who runs a ranch that trains rescue dogs. So if that sounds really interesting to you, you can always click on See All. See All will tell you if it's available, and you can see that it is. It will give you the call number, which is FICMAS. And then don't forget to write the title of the book, which is Ember by Jane B. Mason and Sarah Hines Stevens. And then write the call number, FICMAS. And we know it's available because it tells us that. And if that is the book you like, you can always email me and I can pull that book for you and put it aside for your mom and dad to pick up here at Mary Art Queen. To get back, we go to library search, and there's two more ways to search. We have title and we have author. So if you know the title of a book, for example, let's go with this one right here, Skeleton Creek. And notice I'm not capitalizing it because you really don't have to when you're just typing it yourself. If you were actually writing the title down, you would, but since this is a quick search to help you find books, you don't really have to do that. So I know Skeleton Creek. I heard my older brother or sister read this book and it sounds so fun and I want to read it. So I am going to click on title because that is the title of the book. And I'm going to click again on the title to find out more about it. And it says, although housebound following an eerie accident, teenage Ryan continues to investigate the strange occurrences in his hometown of Skeleton Creek, recording his findings in a journal and viewing email video clips sent by fellow detective Sarah. That sounds amazing. I want to read this book so badly. So then I'm going to go to See All. And when I click on See All, oh my gosh, we have 3 of these books. But if you are in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade, you are out of luck. Because we have a sublocation here, and this is young adult. Only 6th, 7th, and 8th graders can check out young adult books. So if you ever see a young adult book, you can't check it out if you're in 3rd, 4th, or 5th grade. But if you're in 6th, 7th, or 8th, you can. And we can see that all of them are available. And then we can see the call number right here. Remember, don't worry about the barcode. The barcode is something that I use to check it out with, so you don't have to worry about it. The most important thing to see is the call number and to see if it is available. So the call number for this book is FICCAR, and you would write Skeleton Creek down, and then you would write Patrick Carman, because I would get that book for you if that is something that interests you. Remember, only 6th, 7th, and 8th can check out those young adult books, so watch that sublocation. If it says young adult, you can't check it out. So then, I want to know more about Patrick Carman, so I am going to do an author search. I'm going to go back to my library search, and I'm going to do an author search, and I always have to put last name first, comma, space, first name last. So it's Carman, comma, space, Patrick. And notice again, I'm not capitalizing because this is just a quick library search. If you were really doing a sentence or something, you would of course have to capitalize it because it would be a proper noun. But when you're doing a quick catalog search, you don't have to worry about that. So that is our author's name. We have to put the author last name first, comma, first name last. And when we do, we can find out that he has written other books that aren't for young adults. So if I want to click on Floors, remember you click on the title, and this book says, Leo, the son of the maintenance man at Whipple Hotel, opens a series of cryptic boxes which reveal hidden floors, strange puzzles, and unexpected alliances, and lead him on an adventure to save the building and his future. So that sounds pretty incredible. Even though I'm a 3rd, 4th, or 5th grader and I can't check out Skeleton Creek, I can check out something else by Patrick Carman, and I can see that it is not a young adult book. I can see that it is available, and I can see the call number right here, which is what we want to put down on that paper or on that email, FICCAR, and then you would put the title, which is Floors by Patrick Carman. So if that is a book that interests you, remember, I can check that out for you and put it up front for your mom and dad to pick up here at the library. Remember, only 1 book per person this year, just because we do have to quarantine our books. So once you check one out and turn it back in, then I can check out another one for you too. So how do we get back to our library search screen? We just go to Library Search, and then we're back to our card catalog system. So you can search keyword, title, author, subject. Keyword brings up the most. Subject talks about that book that you're looking for. Title, you can search by the title of the book, or author, which is last name first, comma, first name last. So those are the best ways to search for books here at Mary R. Queen School. And your reading challenge for this week is to read a nonfiction book. And we have tons of nonfiction books in the library, or maybe there's a nonfiction book that you would love to read. I would like you to please send me an email of the nonfiction book that you're choosing to read. And if you email me, I'll tell you what nonfiction book I'm reading. I'll see you next week, boys and girls. Bye.